Somebody just sent me a thing about you're perfect. Yes, not meaning me, obviously, but meaning a me. Yeah. So in the statement, you're perfect, there's a truth to it. You are. Yeah. But what's hearing it as the hearer isn't. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And very rarely do they follow that up with that warning. They'll go, you're perfect. And then that which you're not goes, oh, I'm perfect. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's the perfect time to put the message in there. And you're not that. Yes. Because then that identity that's just laying in the weeds gets pulled up by that statement, you're perfect, to claim it, and you can catch the fish. You can see it. You can see it. So I was just looking at, you know how they try to hook you into Facebook? They have somebody's name, and said somebody may have commented on something that may had a little to do with whatever. So you go there and look. And the thing was from some spiritual thing, and it said, you're perfect. Yeah. And immediately there's a reaction to that. That which you're not hears it, and then hears that it's perfect. Yeah. And there's no warning in the statement. The person just goes, you're perfect, and then doesn't talk about the fish that rises up and claims it. Yeah. Which is the whole point. The whole point, it isn't the bait, it's the fish. Yeah. The bait isn't important. The bait was, you're perfect. The fish that gets brought up to bite it, to get it, that's the point, that's the value. And that's the warning. So the emphasis is perfect, but not the one who heard the idea of being perfect. Because that hearing, that hearer of the condition of being perfect isn't you. This is what happened. There's these directions I heard, and they were misdirected because I didn't have a warning that something arose and claimed the statement. And then it's sort of like a mother bird that just regurgitates her food into the baby bird. I was the baby bird with the regurgitated food, and it didn't work. Yes. So same thing with all you are is consciousness. And the only way you can think about all you are is as a thing. And then how are you going to, yes? How is all you are is consciousness fit into this little compartment? And without knowing it, you're looking from it. It gets in, yeah? Before you're even seemingly conscious, it's determined what you're not, yeah? So, and it keeps on going. They keep sending messages out this, If there is a false self, it's going to be defeated by your authentic self. Both of them are bogus. Yeah. And that's the point. When the point of life's going to bring it up, you're going to see what you're not, the activity, because sometimes you get the grace of watching the claiming in slow motion. You can just see it, claim the thing, and then try to swallow it. Yeah. And then the emphasis leaves what you're not and goes to the perfect. Instead of the perfect is the bait to catch the fish of what you're not. So when you hear, just use it, simple right now. You hear the statement, you're perfect. What happens? What happens? Something arises and feels like, all right, I'm perfect as an imperfect fucking thing. Yeah. The serviceableness of it isn't the perfectness. What it triggers to arise, yeah, is the activity of claiming. But most of the emphasis is on the bait instead of the fish. And then you keep taking the bait, yeah, and you're the fish. And this way you see the fish and you're not that. So thank you for saying I was perfect, because I saw that which heard it and claimed it isn't. Yes? Fantastic. It worked. Yeah. But without these warnings, the stuff's going to keep happening and you're going to be established as what you're not. And then all your desires and wishes are going to start there when they should be before it. Yeah. So that you can see the bogusness of what's desiring to become something or undesiring to not be something it believes it is. You'll see it and it'll disarm the whole machinery. The whole machinery needs the counterfeit coin to trigger the whole machination. If you don't buy the currency, the machinery doesn't have the effect it used to have. You see it and you live free from it. Yeah. Perfect, not perfect, you have no idea. Like the great idea of mind in Zen is I don't know or don't know. Yeah. Yeah. So I know it's said innocently, but it does a damage. Yeah. It does a damage because it's not presented with the warnings. Yeah. It says you are the absolute, which is true, but that which is hearing that and claiming it isn't true. And where do you see that warning on it? Where? Yeah. No one points it out. Yeah. They say the absolute, which is true, but what's hearing it isn't true. And then it now thinks it's the absolute as a thing. Yeah. How can it fit the absolute in that? It's impossible. So it has to make it up and make something up about it. Yeah. If you are the spirit, you don't get filled with spirit. You're already filled with spirit. You can't get filled with spirit. You already are that. Yeah. So this is what happened with me. I started to see things I didn't see before by just listening to satsang. I'd be listening to it, and I mean, it seems so perfect, the statement by Huang Po about you can't use the Buddha to seek the Buddha. It's such a perfect statement because you picture, he was saying it somewhere. He just didn't write it in a book. He was speaking at a group. He was at a satsang, and therefore there was a group and there seemed to be individual people there. Yet he wasn't talking to the individual people. He was making a statement, just like when we're doing a talk and someone asks us a question, and then as soon as we engage with the question, it's not me and the questioner. It goes into somewhere else. It goes into the principle thing. And then sometimes they've been listening for 15 minutes and they're still there as if we're having I forgot the name completely because it has nothing to do with the question. It has to do with the answer. You go immediately to the answer.